Hello and welcome to Webwide Church. Webwide Church has been around in different forms for a few years now, actually since 2011. The idea behind it anyway, although it hasn't been doing this until now, and we are excited for a more kind of formal church type of presentation where we'll be running a service every Sunday, live stream here on YouTube, perhaps on other services as times go by. And this idea has come about because we recognize that in 2020, not everyone really goes out anymore. There are a lot of people, whether it's just based on scheduling, based on their personality, or because of anxiety, depression, social issues. They live their lives online, and they need to be reached and filled and grow as much as anyone else. And Webwide Church hopes to be that gap. It is not with the intention to create Webwide Church to be the permanent church for people, or at least the only permanent church for people. We do want to grow people to the point where they can reach out to help them find a physical community of fellow believers to interact with. But until that time, we want to be there for them, and if they are never able to get to that time, then at least provide them something. Because me myself, I've dealt with those issues. I have been, on and off medications for years. I've had issues interacting with people, and it was during these times of just playing online games I found other people like myself, who didn't have the church background that I have to kind of fall back on to help with, and it was just through casual conversations that I was able to minister to them and help them, and then I'd get messages a day later, a week later, just saying, you don't realize how great that talk was, just thanks. And it's insane, you're raiding, you're on a 60-man raid, and you're in private messages with someone, quickly doing your job, and then getting back to that, and all, the next day they're saying, I've been thinking about killing myself more and more, and I don't, you just kind of help me, and I think I can make it through. And that's the idea where Webwide Church was, where there's these people online in our online communities, our message boards, our games, our forums, that are at that place. Fortunately, the modern church isn't always the best to deal with it. There are a lot of churches that deal with mental health issues very well. There are a lot of them that still have the idea that have more faith and pray it away and you'll be okay. Um, but what does, and we don't believe that here. We believe that there are many factors that go into mental health issues just as physical health issues. They are not these two things that are completely separate and dealt with completely differently. We believe, just like with physical health issues, there are many things we can do to improve our physical health. There are many things we can do to improve our mental health. There are things that are kind of beyond our control, and we have to learn to adjust and adapt to function with it. And we also recognize that Paul says that not everything will be fixed in this life, and sometimes we just hold on to the hope that when we get our reward in heaven, that is when we'll truly be free from it. So that's the view of Webwide Church. Kind of our stance and how we present the Bible is based off of Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ was the same yesterday, today, and forever. God is the same. The Bible is the same. We believe the Bible to be true. We believe it to be consistent, and we believe that it is just as applicable now in our digital age, in our internet age, where people don't have to leave the house for anything. You can get groceries delivered right to your door. There's literally nothing you need anymore to step outside your house, and we believe that the Bible is still fully and completely 100% applicable, and all of it is true. And that is going to be the focus of Webwide Church, is in this digital information age, to just help people walk through and how this at times can be confusing, and showing that it is not as confusing as often led to believe. The Bible was told to fishermen and tent makers in a way that they could understand, and in a way they could teach other fishermen and tent makers. We don't think you need a theology degree to convert the Bible into the modern times. We believe God had the foresight to lay it out in a way that all we have to do is take what's there and apply it to our lives in the way that our lives function now. We think there's a lot of deceit and deception in doing that to confuse people, and we're going to help you walk through that. Additionally, we are also going to be looking at the topics that get posted around online. You'll see it online. All of a sudden, everyone's a theology expert saying the Bible is evil and wrong in this way, or they're wrong in that way, or Christians are wrong in this way, and just everywhere posted. And then you kind of you know, where did that idea come from? And you find that, well, this person on Twitter, this celebrity who doesn't have a theology degree, decided to tweet this verse today, and all of a sudden there's thousands, millions even, of experts online saying the exact same thing. We understand that's the age we live in, that a lot of people, they'll take what someone with a platform and run with it, and then a lot of people are confused. Wait, does the Bible actually, you know, condone selling rape victims into slavery? Does the Bible actually say, you know, go out and kill your children if they mouth back to you? Does the Bible actually say that? So we'll take a look into this, especially, you know, a lot of Old Testament passages. Even Christians have confusion with the way they are in the New Testament. So we're going to take these things that are at the forefront of the kind of misinformation in our information age, of what people say that Christianity doesn't work because of this, because of that. We'll show how no, the Bible is true, consistent, loving, and good. And if we would follow the Bible, you know, our lives would improve. And as well as always bringing it back to the question of, isn't it the same as every other religion out there? That's a common thing. New Age Christianity, New Age religion, a lot of it just brings it all together. So there are even churches that identify as Christian that just bring it all together. All religions, all faiths, they all have a part. They all lead to Christ, and we'll show the differences, the reason why that's incompatible with what the Bible teaches, and hopefully it'll make things a little bit more clear, the way God intended to make it. And then we'll go straight back to His Word, and pull back the veil of internet and social media and say, this is what it says, this is why it says it. And I believe a lot of people will be helped because of that. So thank you. Right now we're currently planning on Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Time. It's 5 Eastern and 2 Pacific as our live stream. This changes, especially at first, as I'm the only one doing things right now, so it kind of has to run on my schedule. Hopefully as time goes by, if my schedule gets disrupted, that there will be other people to step in, but until then, that is the plan. We are live streaming here on YouTube. There's a YouTube tool. If you subscribe to the channel or you hit the bell, we're able to set up, we're coming at this time, so please do that if this interests you. If you know anyone who just is at home on Sundays, who's feeling, you know, kind of lost and confused, and you know that they have a hard time finding a church or interacting with people, please share it with them. Just try to get the word out. Find these people online, that they live online. They're lost, they're lonely, and they need guidance. And we hope to be that light, to treat them like normal people. We're not going to only be talking about depression, anxiety. We're going to be talking about everything they need to build themselves up, like a normal person. But we will do it from a place that understands that you are not always able to function the way a person says, well, a normal person can do that. That's why it's called a mental health disorder, is because there's something that is abnormal that doesn't allow you to function normally. So help us reach those people. And again, like I said, this is being run by people who have been there, who are still there, who are still needing that help themselves. And I think together we'll be able to build ourselves up with the ultimate goal of finding people to connect with in your physical life as well, and just grow and get a church, and to be a part of the body of, and just grow, and then healing and health, even if it's not perfect healing. We do believe that we can get some of it, through just getting you connected. If you need to find a church, we can also help with that. You know, we don't know churches across the world, the continent. I'm here in Canada, but we do have a lot of connections. I know people, I know pastors, I know fellowships. You know, we can help you if you do, and that's ultimately the goal. Is if you can't find a physical church and you've brought yourself to a point where you think you want one, it's the ultimate goal of What by a Church. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join us on Sunday. I'm Kevin Larson.